MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. From the Sooner State gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball, 97 miles an hour, straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And there's 1 away. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Hero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be, let's get on this guy early. In this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day, those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, batting at an even 400. Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, Hero. One inning, he'll be giving that inside corner that he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you can see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
And the slider gets him swinging. Gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate any given day because of what he offers up there. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Top of the first just underway here in Motown. Another try at 2-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, Gordon on his way to second now. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Into the box now, Salvador Perez. A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Hero, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
The 2-2. Hit hard. Foul. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Danny Duffy will be the starter for the Royals in this one. What's your opinion, man?
Hey, thanks, Matt. And Danny Duffy, you're looking at a small, like a dynamite here. Not a real big guy, about 6 foot, 185. Good life on his fastball. Sneaky quick, 94 to 96. Good hard slider, a true slider. His changeup is getting better. You'll know if Danny Duffy's on early. Swing and miss, left-handed strikeout type pitcher.
High in the air field. Orlando's under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
A lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you have a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
So stepping in, Jeimer Candelario has his first opportunity in this one. The 2-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. The 3-2 pitch. Lofted in the air toward right. Giving chase is Bonifacio, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. First baseman Cabrera stands in. Bases are empty here with 2 men. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Ready on 1 and 2. Fouled away. Popped him up. Escobar over to his right. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Still no score. In is Jorge Soler, coming into this one against Michael Fulmer. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Now the 2-1. He's in there for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do You don't want to run the count at 3 balls and whatever you want to throw it over.
The 2-2 one more time. To the left side, but it's well fouled. The 2-2 one more time. 3-2 now. Cuthbert will be next. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Ball on it, walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Digging in now, Cuthbert. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. Soler on at first, nobody out. Payoff pitch one more time. Ground to third, and they could. There's on to first, and as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers.
A lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. He'll work on keeping this top of the second. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Missed with a slider.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
No score here as we play inning number 2. So a full count now. Paulo Orlando would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Right side. Oh, he makes the stop. He goes to first. What a play. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. Career numbers against Danny Duffy. He's batting at a .385 clip. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Liner towards second. This will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first down.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And let's take a look at Alex Gordon. Originally drafted as a third baseman out of the University of Nebraska. He's had to move to the outfield, not there, but now he's a multiple Gold Glove winner with unbelievable range and a strong, accurate arm.
So digging in now, Nicholas Castellanos. He'll get to take his first cuts here. We're even at 2-2. The 2-2. This is to left field and deep off the bat of Castellanos. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Matty, you can't hold the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in. Asking for an extra base hit. The effort, though.
So striding forward now, James McCann. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game. Bottom of the second here with no score. One and two to the Tigers catcher. Duffy sets, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2. And just missed outside. Good bat here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Now a line.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild. When you can win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
Well, we talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our top player of the game.
No, you know he was that one pitch back that led to the lone hit, but it was pretty awesome watching him do his thing. He had guys off balance and flailing at the plate all game long, so he really was the story.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Detroit Tigers win this one despite banging out only 2 hits. Michael Fulmer is the winning pitcher of record. Danny Duffy was unable to work out of the 2nd inning as he saddled with the loss. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody. It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a next. Chris Archer will be the starter for the Rays in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
So striding in, Brett Gardner. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Archer has logged upwards of 900 innings on the mound so far and hangs an ERA just a little over 3.5. All even at 2-2. Here it is. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. He is taken but called strike three, as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Lineup, the key to success is scoring early, putting the other team on their heels, and allowing their own pitcher to go out there and feel like he can execute his game plan and attack and stay in the zone. This offense needs to get on the board.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, Dero, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is that same way behind it.
Even 2-2. And misses for 3.
I understand this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys. More hitters generally draw more walks. The guys is exactly what we saw right there. Work around them and nibble the corner a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. And a swing and misses. They got him with the slider there.
Pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Into the box, Greg Bird. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Judge, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss as the sets him down for the final out of the inning. Set of swings back after this on MLB Network. Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Tanaka right now is the best of all of their starting pitchers. Good fastball, 92 to 94. Best pitch is the split finger. He'll throw it early, often. If he has the good split, these hitters are for a long night.
And there you see Denard Sand ready to lead off the home half of inning number 1. The 3-1. 1-1 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Another full count pitch home. And he takes ball. Man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Third baseman,
Matt Duffy, a winning run is at first. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Home contest.
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat, but one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases, just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heel, taking the extra base. Maybe that's set first to home.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Oh, he can't catch up to the this is
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Strike out, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Carlos Gomez. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is there and make the catch. Striding in, Gary Sanchez. To get the inning underway. Fastball that just missed. Big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. He's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. And they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And he's off double to begin the second.
Just go. If you're going to throw that seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch, it's way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right
Standing in now, Didi Gregorius. Back up the middle. Echeverria to his left. He's there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the one away.
Okay, here's how they set up on defense. Focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate, and if you miss the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
So coming to the plate, Aaron Hicks. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looks at a slider over the out half for strike 2. Sent. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner. He is out at the plate, trying to take the lead. Stepping up to the plate, Brad Miller, as he'll get his first opportunity in. The 2-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul. Things at 2-2. The 2-2. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side with power and the ability to go in the hole with the strongest arms in the game.
Ripped down the first base. Now the 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in. Yeah, battle continues. Payoff pitch one more time. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Danny Echeverria a chance to send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. One and one, here it is. And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Slider freezes him at the plate. A called strike and comes to a close. The third with no score. Welcome back to the MLB Network broadcast from nearby Clearwater. Digging in, Brendan Drury. Archer looks in. 1-1 pitch on its way. This is skied in left center.
Coming in is Smith.
Now for the Yankees, Tyler Wade. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball.
Get any bat at that pitch.
Here's Archer. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just hit the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him.
Into the box now, Brett Gardner. A ball and 2 strikes now. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Home half of the 3rd coming up. Trying to get him fishing there, but he won't.
Not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd.
The batter, designated hitter,
Now is the designated hitter, Denard Span. His first time up. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. The inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Matt Duffy so far 0 for 1 the fly out. Hit in the air down the right field line. Judge will reach out one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Here's big Aaron Judge as we begin the top of the 4th. Archer's ready. 1-1 pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the 1st out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Stepping in now, Giancarlo Stanton. And no runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. This is lifted out to left. Smith. 2 down.
up next for the
A left-handed strikeout victim in his first try. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. 2-2.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he buried down the way.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got it. 3 on to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Bad excursion back with Meyer settles in to start the inning. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. That's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 8, Carlos Gomez.
Carlos Gomez. 1 out, nobody on. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. And a swing and a miss by Gomez. He's kept off base here.
He's successful as a hitter. When you fall behind in the count 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers a good hard fastball, and catch up to it.
Into the box, Brad Miller. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 down. Go in order. 1, 2, 3 through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez. The Silver behind the plate a year ago. Into the corner and slicing foul. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a and both starters doing it in different ways have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse in all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower.
Different styles of pitches, but both getting the throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down. As you touched on, one way to get around through a lineup, and you see one I do with more skill and finesse.
1-1. Skied in the will get there with ease as he puts it away. Aaron Hicks, 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fastball that just misses inside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1-2-3 for the Bombers. Halfway home. Ramos. 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. You're hoping that he swings at that one.
Here now the 2-2. High pop-up. Drury is there. 1 away. In now, C.J. Cron drew a base on balls his first time up. Now the 2-1. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. Hard liner towards short, and the Rays. Here's Echeverria now, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. And this one's in the advance here, but it's 3-1 now. The 3-1. Left. Drury feels it clearly. 1 there. Turn throw is in time. They do turn 2, and it gets them out of the inning. Around the horn they go 4-3 to end the threat. Baseball on MLB Network right after this. Brendan Drury flying his first at bat, so here it comes. The 3-0 is taken. Strike 1. We can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man on open the frame.
Anytime you're battling and the score is even, base to manufacture some offense, he'll take that every day of the week.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. Go ahead run at first. Nobody. Now a bunt attempt. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Standing in now. Right as they take the lead.
Boy, some really good pitching going in. Base hit breakthrough. What a pitcher's duel this been.
Yeah, Dan, the pitching's been great, but something I've been focusing on great the defenses have been on both sides. To push a run across in the 6th inning, let's get the bullpens fired up.
Into the box now, Aaron Judge. And he lays off here. A nice job. Ball 4. And once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He flew out his. Another and make it 9 for the ball game.
Check swinging. That's something you see quite a lot on 3. The difference between striking out and throwing a walk and being in. Always aggressive with their swings.
Stepping in now, Greg Bird turned on down the line, and that's down.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout. Single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut, game plan didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball and was able to come through.
Gary Sanchez, and he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter. Back in the strike zone. Right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Sliders in for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Runs on 1st and 3rd, 2 away.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that and just missed it, fouling it away.
Here's another 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
This is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely late at the moment.
And he will strike him out. 10 now. It's over. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 9, 1, and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 2, the Rays nothing. Malik Smith the next to hit to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see that as we approach the later inning.
back to the top lineup. Stepping in, Denard Span. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 2-1. Very well. A solo shot here to right field as they cut the lead in half now.
Toughest parts about standing out there on the bump, giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
In now, Matt Duffy. Now a swing and a fly ball. Judge on his horse, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. The 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. A full count to the Rays center fielder. Carlos Gomez would be next. 2 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 7th. No. Line drive to center field. That gets down and the inning continues. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but right. Single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of his zone. Grab your glove and flash some letter.
Into the box now, Carlos Gomez. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible time.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and dominant. No
pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. New York claimed the victory despite being held to only Masahiro credited with the win. Chris Archer struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and please thank the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
First for the victorious Yankees, 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Rays, 1 run on 3 hits. No errors.
MLB Network has baseball coming your way from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Jacob deGrom gets the starting nod for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Jacob deGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his three pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96, great slider, and a really good changeup. What makes him so good, he'll throw all three of his pitches at any time.
Digging in, Dexter Fowler. He will lead this one off today. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. Now a swing and a little soft liner to the left side, but foul. The 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Giving chase is Nimmo, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. This guy was one of 3 silver sluggers in the National League for outfielders. He can flat out rake. You get in that category, only 3 guys of all the outfielders in that league, that's pretty impressive.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tommy Pham. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted in the air to right field. Bruce has a read on it. 2 down.
Batting third baseman number 13.
Here's Matt Carpenter. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. 2 out, nobody on. 2 balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count.
Right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Down the first baseline. Gonzalez has got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a fairly painless top of the first. Nothing for the Cardinals to start. Mets coming to bat. We're just getting started ourselves on MLB Network. Carlos Martinez gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Carlos Martinez, one of the biggest arms in the game of baseball. Electric fastball, 95 to 99 miles an hour with movement up, down, in, and out of the zone. Powerhouse slider, and I mean as good as any slider in baseball. His changeup has gotten better. If Carlos Martinez brings his A game, he has the chance to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the mound.
Grounded back up the middle. Beautiful diving stop. It's late. He's safe. Despite the great effort, the winning run is on base.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the shortstop right there for him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. The winning run is at first base. set. Here's the 3-1. Right side, but it's well fouled. The 3-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through for a hit. Throw comes into the infield, and the winning run moves up to second now with nobody out.
Hey, 2 runners on back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Standing in now, Cespedes. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Drilled to first. Reined in to second for 1. On to first, and Cespedes grounds into a double play. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Cespedes, can keep it going. He's such a great talent, the kind of talent that can dominate a game, a perennial all-star, and win some awards. He's one of the best in the game today, and he's always fun to watch.
Here's Jay Bruce now. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's totaled 4 hits in 19 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Hey, what a job right here to put yourself in position to get out of this one after giving up back-to-back singles to the first 2 batters.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Right side, hit hard. And there's a base hit as the runner will score from third, and that gives the Mets a 1-0 lead. And the Mets are going to walk home a winner.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. New York scored in every single inning on the way to victory. Jacob deGrom gets the W on the mound. Carlos Martinez couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame for the victorious New York Mets. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They left no runners on base. For St. Louis, no runs on no hits.
MLB Network brings you baseball from North Central Texas as we get a look inside Globe Park. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Texas Rangers. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Cole Hamels is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the
Cole Hamels, one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Early on in his career with the Philadelphia, almost the ace of those really good Philadelphia Philly teams. His best straight changeup. His changeup was as good as it is coming out of San Diego, California. 93 to 95. Will throw the overhand curveball, but primarily a two-pitch pitcher. Fastball and a lot of straight changeups.
1-2 now. Weather not much of an issue tonight. A mild 65 degrees here at game time. And he'll try to get an offer in the dirt, and it's back even at 2-2. And this is on. One gone. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Upton right now. This guy is one of 3 American League Silver Sluggers in the outfield. You know how many outfielders there are in the league? A lot. And he walked away with all of the Silver Sluggers. This man can hit.
And now for the Angels, Mike Trout. He'll get to take his. Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning.
Batting third, the left. Justin.
Here's Justin Upton now. Previously against Cole Hamels with 15 hits and 51 at-bats. He's also hit 3 home runs. And Upton lays off again, and he's in control of the count. It's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And set up being Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard. A lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that.
Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end, walking him than
run at first. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here's another 1-2. Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around. That is. Rangers coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network.
Find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Stepping into the box, Shin-Soo Choo. He'll lead the 1-1. Taken on the outside corner for strike 2. The 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Seared down the first baseline. It's going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Now time now to look at Jeff Bannister's Rangers lineup card in this one. Dan, please.
Wait to see what Nomar Mazara has in store. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Up next for the Rangers, Elvis Andrus, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the 2-1 now to Andrus. This one's down to third by Kozar. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, right fielder, Nomar.
Now plate, Nomar. And 2 gone here in the first. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Rangers set down in order. We are into the box now, Cole Calhoun, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 to kick off the second inning. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher. There's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an in.
Hamels ready with the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems.
Boy, you come right out there, you're starting the inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first.
Into the box, Zach Kozar. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. It up the middle. And it's going to be a base hit, so the Angels are able to score first. It's 1-0.
Hey, D-Row, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Stepping in now, Luis Valbuena. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to. You don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
Will not catch the zone, ball 3.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty drive.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses here for ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has is a pretty tough thing to be.
At the plate, Martin Maldonado. Previously against Cole Hamels, he's totaled 4 hits in 7. Check swing, no swing, says the home umpire. Ball 2.
That one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off.
The 2-1 home. Swung out and missed. Number 2.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create by that infield.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Catch. Runner tagging from third. In to score is the run. 2-0 ball game.
Always productive to score runs when you can. That's a sacrifice fly right there.
Now at the plate, Ian Kinsler, and their runners at the corners now. A shot down the first baseline. Full now. Count remains. Still only 1 out in the inning. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. So time will be called as we're going to get a pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle this game. So the bases are loaded here. 1 man, and standing in, the ever dangerous Mike Trout. Hit on the ground to third. And this scoots under his glove. What a time for that. On his score. And he's safe.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin.
Here's Justin now. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Set and the 2-1 pitch. The shade away right. Mazara's under it. Good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in 1 inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
So runner at first with 2 away, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. And strike 3. Come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. We'll go. The Angels are out in front, 5-0. Leading off the inning, Adrian Beltre, and they'll need him to get something. 1-2.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can the ball and go to it all game.
Ready on 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. On and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And let's take a look at Andrews. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there. This is one of the best in the game.
Standing in, Joe. In there on the 1-2 now. Base. Counts even 2-2 to Joey. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2. Odor is on deck. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. 4.
Man, that's just a 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get it. Doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Here's Odor now. First shot for him here with a runner at first now. Well, the 1-2. That's him swinging. He struck him out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive. Really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. Into the box now. Robinson Chirinos hit hard to the right side, but foul. Texas down to their final strike in this one. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Very weakly on the ground. Gets foul. The 2-2 one more time. Popped him up. Cozart in foul ground. To a not caught. It's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Anytime you can, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark out with a win, but they did just that.
A 5-0 finish. The Angels took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Shohei Ohtani to get the W. Paul Hamels only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. That about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. Excursion. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score tonight. First.